Virgo, welcome to your mid-month readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences at this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. So, Virgos. I feel that the majority of you are here during this mid-month really wanting or feeling this more of this capable energy with you to really make tough decisions, to implement order and control and structure back into your life. I feel that some of you are really determined to remain centered in your integrity, in your truth, and to not be distracted, influenced, or diverge from the path you have recently set for yourself, whichever that path is. I feel that this path is about situations that you reached a point of saturation and you tried or you're trying to be more proactive about it and to keep your head above water and to swim with all the strength you have and energy to another shore, to another island, to another realm where the stress, chaos, and continuous complications are not a part of the picture anymore. I feel that some of you are really focused on changing the picture, on changing the scenario, on cutting away anything that it feels that it's not truthful, that it feels wrong, that it feels messy, that it feels tainted. Some of you are tired, really tired of having to deal with the stress and issues of people and situations in your life that you feel they are not responsible for themselves, and then they project the blame or the fault or the cry for help in some sorts to you. I feel that some of you feel that you are much more capable to do this than before. There's more resolution, more stubborn energy with you. I feel more fixation. Again, to have that straight line, to have that straight morals and ethics, and like that straight road that you want to journey in, and you're really focused on not being distracted. Of course that nothing is linear. There's always, ways to be a little bit more distracted or to need to adapt to the original plan. And I feel that Virgos have here a little bit, it's okay to be more focused, to keep focused on moving forward and to have things a little bit more on your way, but still give room to be surprised, give room to the unexpected. So then, because it's important to keep yourself at balance, which is the challenge with the Justice card, is to remain balanced, is to remain in this fair position between you, yes, what you want, your desires, your needs, your priorities, but also to others. So you don't end up, carrying this image or this concept about you where you may be very heartless or very suddenly very detached or very harsh on others when they don't fit, the exact standards that you are looking for. So some of you may be a little bit more critical or a little bit more tough in regards to not wanting, to hear anybody's drama, not wanting to know about anything that it doesn't concern you, because I feel you're scared. You're really scared of being distracted, or you're really scared of going back to the patterns of the past. And I feel that for others of you that are still here a little bit on this lonely energy, solitude, deep soul searching, trying to give closure to the past or to situations that you are acknowledging need some closure on your end. For those Virgos, again, it's important, the time of solitude or the time of introspection, it feels that it's over. It's time to, I know that you may still feel that there's more to know, there's more to uncover, and that may be true, but still, sometimes soul searching is not just about being in solitude. Sometimes you find a lot, you realize a lot by being more out there. So again, balance between introversion, between being reserved, being away from the world, being this hermit energy, and also giving room to be out there, to connect with others, to explore new shores again, to just be out of your shelter a little bit more, to help balance that sense of loneliness or that sense of unsupport. I feel that some Virgos want to have a relationship, or they are trying to understand why certain relationships don't advance or don't develop to a more committed type of status, or a more reliable, if not just the traditional type of conventional commitment, the aspect where you can rely on someone for once in your life, where you can give of yourself without having to be afraid that that person will leave you or will disappear on you. I feel that some of you are really focused and determined to not accept anymore any type of relationships, people that you feel are not appreciating you, valuing you, or treating you as you deserve. So for those Virgos that are in relationships that haven't been, very fair or very, in terms of equal share of energy and love and care, the equal sense of give and take, those relationships may be a little bit on display during this time, because there's a need to assert certain things, there's a need to state certain things that they may not be pleasant, but they are necessary to understand what to do about those relationships. It's time for truth. It's time to be really on your integrity. Justice, for me, it's a card that more than just, doing the right thing and using a lot of the power of your mind to do what's right. It's also to pay attention to the type of actions you display. Because for me, justice is a very karmic energy. So whichever you do or you don't do, there may be a karmic then result out of this. But I also feel that some of you are actually challenged to finally, separate yourself. Again, cut the ties with anything that it's not giving you happiness, or anything that it's not a part of what you consider to be fair to you. I feel some of you feel very that people have not treated you fairly. Life has not been treating you fairly in accordance to how much you have given. And I feel that there may be a sense of you sometimes feeling displeased with maybe feeling that the karma only hits you and not who you think it should hit. That's out of your hands. That's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to make those tough decisions sometimes when it's time, when you feel it's time, when you feel it's right to finally, say yes or say no in a definitive way. And I feel that anything in your life during this time that holds, imbalances and lack of integrity, lack of truth, and even some karmic ties may be finally severed. So if you are entangled in some type of karmic relationship, I feel that this is the time where that resolution will be a part of your days. or part of this time. But it may not come easy, but because it will require from you to be brave. To be brave and more detached from emotional from an emotional place that the situation or whichever it is may drag you. Others of you may be dealing with the sense of authority. So you may feel more in control again of your life, or you're really focused on regaining that, or you may feel that there's a lot of people around you that have this superior complex, and you may not be really enjoying it or liking it. But I also feel that you are here to acknowledge and to embody a little bit of these traits. If you feel that you are surrounded by this arrogance or this bossy attitude of others to you, it could be friends, family, boss, co-workers, society in general, and you feeling that energy of the authority being subjugating you to follow rules or to do things that you really don't agree or that you really don't feel it's right to do. But this is also a reflection or an embodiment of some authority for you to integrate in your personality at this time, so you remain strong and capable again of keep walking and driving in this journey of independence. I feel some of you are in a journey of independence. Good things may happen to some Virgos when they go out, so please try to balance more of that. I feel that some of you are feeling some symptoms of release of some sorts, a release of past baggage, past karma, again, karmic issues clearing themselves out of your energy. So you may feel some weird sensations during this period of time. Others of you may have this sense of heightened elevation, heightened spiritual enlightenment, or images or sounds or theories coming to you, and you should pay attention to them. Some of you are really focused on, again, being very, very strong. It's like this iron fist energy where you keep pushing over obstacles, jumping over obstacles, jumping. It's like a coach energy with these two kings here and justice there. It's really tough energy, wanting to be, a fighter and wanting to overcome challenge after challenge after challenge, and not allowing yourself to be victimized or, to be left there in the ground and not moving. No, you are really focused. Whichever is put in front of you, I see you really focused on jumping over obstacles, whichever they are, whomever, in the shape of whomever they may appear. Because I feel that for some of you that may appear in the shape of someone that it's really a test, a deep and strong test between what's real and what's an illusion. Some of you may be, it's very interesting because I feel that there's some of you there, especially the female Virgos, may be dealing with a strong male character. For some of you will be a love interest, for some of you will be a friend or a boss or whomever it is. There's some strong masculine energy here that I feel it represents, again, a test of judgment to you between illusion, fantasy, and reality. Some of you may need to watch your fantasies during this time if you're still dragged to that place. But balancing it, it's not like, not giving room to your sensitive side or to your loving side or to your dreamy side. It's okay to dream even if wide awake, and there's a clear focus on those dreams and those sudden insights and sudden ideas coming to you out of inexplicable places. It's to use that to some practical form, to some it's like to use that in in a pioneer kind of way in regards to your life, to take some risks. I feel that some of you will be taking some risks, maybe more into February, upon something. So it's okay to have your head in the clouds, just make sure you are aware of that. And so when you are making decisions, or when you are confronted with something, use your discernment, because justice is a challenge. So use your head at this time more than your heart. And it's not to say that you shouldn't use your heart. I feel that this situation, whichever it is, it's one that requires you to use the mind, so you don't have so you have the best results possible back to you. Because I feel that whichever this decision is about is a test. So when we are being tested, I feel that using your discernment is key to pass that test. Some of you are still suffering in silence, and there's a need again to communicate, even if just with a paper, even if just in front of the mirror. Don't build up that grief or make that resent, because then it will be so instilled inside of you. Because besides making you feel so heavy, and sometimes giving you an agonizing sensation, it also starts causing effects on your health, on your mind, in your heart. So whichever suffering you still hold inside, try to find ways to put it more out, so it gets, in their flow of release. Don't be so withdrawn into your world at this time. I feel that some of you need this confirmation, and I feel it is present here, or you may receive it during this time, that yes, the worst is over. Whichever you have been going through, I feel that many Virgos have been through a lot, whichever it was, and whichever it is, the worst is over. So now it's a time, I feel, for many of you of rebuilding. And it's funny because this rebuild feels like it's completely by moving, by changing the road, by closing the door in the past, into the past, in a very serious way, where you may really start a lot of things or try complete new things. Some of you are changing your looks during this time. Some of you are returning to your sense of charisma and trusting more on your own visions of the future. Some of you may still be dealing with legalities, and I feel that during this time you may feel that you're not receiving the fair results out of whichever this legal situation is. You may feel that you're not being treated fairly by, again, external forces or authorities. Some of you, I feel you will be looking at the moon and dreaming. It's very interesting, because some of you are dealing with this very sharp minds, analytical, critical focus about your life, but still there's a part of you that wanders to the more dreamy, mysterious aspect, emotional dimension of your life. So balance both of them, so you don't feel that there's something missing, or you don't feel that something is lacking in your life. I know that some of you feel the lack of love, and I feel that that love will be a part of your journey the more you walk on your journey. So being just sitting there waiting for it to happen probably will not be it will not give you the results you are waiting for. But if you keep walking, if you keep showing your light, if you keep trusting yourself, if you keep rebuilding your sense of self, your sense of confidence, your sense of integrity. I feel that that love that some of you are looking for will be a part of your journey. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you who have been liking, sharing, and subscribing and donating. And please keep doing so. And hopefully we'll see each other soon.